Hi, I'm Dom Kane, and today I'm going to go through an overview of Kilohearts KHS1 synth. It's available for both Mac and PC. It's a subtractive synth with two main oscillators, but it's actually got an additional sub-oscillator and a wave shaper as well built into the signal flow. So it's got some really big fat sounds. Let's take a look. So, this is the overall layout of the synth. The signal starts at the two oscillators here, where you can choose between sawtooth, square wave and noise, and you can also adjust the shapes of these two. So starting with an initialized patch, I've got a sawtooth on this first oscillator, and if I play a note now, and then if I play it again and change the shape of the waveform, you can actually adjust the shape of each one accordingly to create custom waveforms, and obviously if you do this on square wave it'll become a PWM wave. Below the two oscillators there's a sub oscillator which actually adds some sub harmonics, which is great for working on bass lines and things. The next part of the signal flow process is the amp envelopes, where you control the ADSR values as you'd expect, and then the filter, where you can get the choice of low pass, high pass and band pass as you'd expect on most subtractive synths, but they've actually added in my personal favourite, which is the Vox filter, which adds formants and sounds like this. Under the amp envelopes and the filter, you can actually control and assign envelope controls to each one for modulations, and then after the filter you get the wave shaper, which adds some saturation. So if I choose the type here and then turn up the drive and then the mix, then it sounds like this. And then there's another filter, which means that if you want some LFO on the filter when you actually like the filter settings, for example the Vox filter on the first one, then you can actually choose to modulate the voice here with the voice LFO. Or actually in the last section of the synth where all the effects, there's the global LFO. So if I assign that one to filter to cutoff, and then it sounds like this. And then finally above there's some chorus which we can dial in like this. And then some delay like this. And then right at the end of the chain, next to the master gain control, there's a handy little EQ for adjusting the treble and bass levels of your patches as well. So I'll leave you now with some notes and chords I've put together, and I'll flick through some of the presets so you can hear what it's got to offer. So that's the basics of KHS1. As you can see, it's really nicely laid out synth. It's got some really good presets built into the package. So I hope you like it as much as I do. Have some fun. Cheers.